All right, Peter. What was life like before 180TC?
Yeah, life before 180TC was pretty chaotic, very turbulent. Yeah, I was just hanging around the wrong type of people. And for doing it for so long, I thought it was just normal.
What led you to come to 180TC?
What led me to 180TC? My solicitor was at court one day and she met a caseworker from here. And he suggested that I give them a call, have a chat. It was one of the hardest things, but one of the hardest things for me to do, but one of the best things that I've done for myself. Yeah, just get in touch with 180TC.
You made the phone call, and then you got accepted.
Mm-hmm.
I still remember that day when you came into the program. It was the Amazing Race.
Yeah.
When you're coming down Springwood Road and then you go down the dirt road, what's your first impression when you're coming up that dirt road?
I was just thinking, like, what have I got myself into this time? Have I bitten off more than I can chew? I'm really out of my element. From the city, you know, I've never seen so many trees in my life. Yeah, I just thought, like, what am I getting myself into? This is a faith-based, like, rehab. I don't have much faith at this stage, so yeah.
Your first week here, obviously you met your caseworker, you've come down toward the Bunga area, you've seen all these guys. What would you say were your biggest challenges in those first few weeks, Peter?
My biggest challenges in the first few weeks would definitely be like the multiple different personalities and different walks of life, you know, like hearing the guys' stories from where they've come from and, you know, what they're about. And, you know, we're all suffering from life-controlling addictions, but, you know, we have different stories to tell, and it was interesting to hear them from everyone. But my biggest challenge would definitely have to be being away from my family, especially my wife. Yeah, definitely.
You've shared about the biggest challenges. What would you say, looking back on the 12 months, were your biggest highlights from 180TC?
Yeah, my highlights consist of a lot of things, man. Like, main thing is like serving the community, you know, whether it be like taking the boys to their appointments or going to food bank in the markets, or even, you know, men's night at GWS, Hillsong. And one of my favorites would be the gala night in October last year. That was heaps fun.
What were your first impressions, actually?
My first impressions, I got here and it was an amazing race. And I just figured, like, wow, is this what I signed up for, you know? Is this what rehab's all about? It was fun, but a little bit daunting as well. Like, yeah, but got better. Definitely got better.
What does life after 180TC look like for you, Peter?
Life after 180TC, for me, I recently got a job as an NDIS support worker at Bankstown. So I'm looking forward to starting that. I am going to Vietnam to have my wedding. So that'll be fun. That's in September. Yeah, and hopefully, you know, have some more kids.
What do you think is going to be the number one thing you're not going to miss about the program?
No, I'm going to miss the program a lot. There's many things I'll miss. One thing that I won't miss is the kitchen duties. Yeah, and chasing everyone up. Yeah.
What do you think probably out of your casework or your case, or even the community, what's one thing that you probably will miss the most?
Just being around the boys, you know, like sports, you know, like playing volleyball with the guys, like just the simple things, you know, sitting around in the rec room, eating dinner and having lunch, having a laugh with the guys, watching a footy on the weekend, you know, just the basic stuff. Like I'll miss that the most. The camaraderie that I built with the relationships with the guys here, you know, from start to finish, you know, and the staff as well, you know, yeah, definitely.
Second last question, what has 180TC taught you about yourself?
180TC has definitely taught me that I can have a life without crime and drugs, and a fulfilling life, you know, and that I can be a positive impact in the world. It's also taught me a lot about myself in terms of how resilient I am, and that, you know, I can definitely be a positive impact in the world. Yeah, definitely.
What is your final encouragement for those still in the program?
My final encouragement to the guys would be definitely take all the challenges on board, you know, confront all your issues, use the time that you have here to better yourself. And once you get that underway, you can learn to help others better themselves as well. You know? Celebrate each other's wins, not just yourselves, but yeah, just be happy for one another, and you know, try and help other people. Definitely.
Well, I'm going to just scab a question here, bro, right off the top of the dome. You're known as actually one of the guys that always seem to serve the community, and you always just give a go. You don't stand around twiddling your thumbs, but you always have this servant spirit about you and always just want to help out the community. Why do you do that?
I do it for the most part because it's a great feeling, helping others. But I guess if there was another reason, it would be to encourage others who aren't so sure or are not as confident to then do the same as well. I hope that once I leave here, that, you know, there will be people who will step up in the community and will take charge and then lead by example as well. I hope that that's a flow-on effect. Yeah, definitely.